Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful episode of JUMOKE Salami Show. It is a beautiful day and I'm so glad to be in your faces once more. But before I start, I want to ask a quick question. Have you seen a beautiful girl today? Have you? Yes, now you can see me. I really feel like a girl today. You know, I came in crossing my legs and all of that. So I feel good. My girl made my makeup and I'm so proud of her. You know, you can follow her on Instagram at _glamby_girl. She does the best. No, look at me now. I don't have to loud it. So you don't have to break your bank. You don't have to empty your box before you look good. So just call her and she'll be there for you. So, and on that note, I'm going to start today's topic. And today's topic is going to be, what do you do when you're no longer attracted to your partner? You see, marriage is not something that is going to skyrocket. You just have to make it work. And it's not your 50 nor your partner's 50 that makes it work. It's your 100 and your partner's 100 that makes it work. See, there are several issues that is going to come up in marriage because we are two different people trying to coexist in a space. And there is no way, you cannot avoid it. And you see, not being attracted to one another is one thing along the line that comes up. Now, this is the thing. If you tell me that you're not being attracted or you're not longer attracted to your partner and your reasons are physical, you are mean, you are selfish. When you want to tell me I'm not attracted to my partner, maybe you should tell me something else. But when your basics is she's fat now, he's got a big tummy now, those are physical attributes that does not hold water. And I cannot listen to such. And I think you really need to have several seats back and have a rethink. It is not proper. Like, things change. There are levels to this thing. There are levels to life. If you go down my memory lane, there was a time I was so slim. That is that time. And I love that time. And I don't want to go back there. Now I have kids of my own. I look different. Do I love myself? Yes. Do I appreciate myself? I said yes. I'm saying yes. Am I comfortable enough in what I look like now? Absolutely yes. People change. People evolve. Do you understand why people change? Do you understand why your partner, your man, your woman doesn't look like what she used to look like before? Or you're just trying to be blindfolded by whatever you see now? You need to understand that we cannot look the way we've been all our lives. So when you're talking about somebody or you're talking about attraction, please be attracted to something way beyond the physical. How intelligent is the person? What does this person bring to the table? In your home, what does your wife do? What does your husband do? Can you guys even have a proper conversation? Can you? Or you're just about, my husband is a slave king, I'm a slave queen, and that's on a period. No! That's not the way to live. That's not the way you're going to have a healthy conversation and healthy home. So you really need to look back and really draft out what really drives you in life. If everything that drives you in life is physical, then you have a problem. And there are several issues on how you're going to do this thing because, like I said earlier, it's going to happen. It is bound to happen. But what I am trying to tell you is that when you are talking about not being attracted to your other half, please let it not be physical because that is not the basis of what is going to make your home happy. It's not even a faction. So what I'm saying is that, what do you bring to the table? What does your husband bring to the table? If you're attracted to the right thing about your partner, things like this wouldn't even freak you. So what I'm saying is that when things like this come to life, how do you go about it to solve it and go back to the way your home is jivey and all loving? Now, to me, I feel when you have things like this, the key is communication. I will always say it. If you like, say communication is, they said communication last week, they are saying it this week. I will keep saying it because that is the fact. Even as much as so many programs, people talk about communicate, we still have people come out and say, we are not talking. We are not, because people are still not communicating. And there are different types of communication. Sometimes you can communicate and you're not communicating properly. I've been there. Sometimes I have issues with my husband and we're trying to talk. He's going to talk. I'm not listening. That's because I'm not ready. He will talk and talk. Now, if you ask my husband, he's going to tell me we were communicating. No, we weren't. He was talking and I was not listening. So now what I'm saying is that when you're communicating, it's give and take. When the other person is talking, are you listening? When you're talking, is it listening? Are you guys talking just because I want to say something? Oh, they said we should communicate. Oh yeah, wow, yeah, communicate. Is that what you do? Are you listening to both each other? Are you listening to one another? Are you trying to say, okay, this is what this person was trying to say when he did this. Okay, I'm not supposed to do this. Oh, I said this. If you are communicating, you will pick less of what will hurt you, and you will pick more of what you will gain, that is going to take your marriage, that is going to take your home, that is going to take your relationship to another level. So when you're communicating, try and communicate right. Don't just communicate because we're told to talk and let's just try and talk and let me stand up and let me get going. Talk, communicate properly, try and understand. Don't be too defensive. There are some people, once they talk like this, want to, no, why will you say that? No, you just want to defend yourself. Madam, brother, you're not communicating. To the best of my knowledge, that is not what communication is. When you're really ready to communicate, you will listen while the other person talks. And when you are talking, it will listen because you're not daft. You're two adults coming together to become one. So there is definitely going to be one thing that he or she is going to say that is going to be new to you. The earlier you know that you learn from each other, the better for you. You cannot know it all, even if you're a first-class product. Marriage is not, I went to school, I did this, I got this certificate, I did all of that. You don't even have to go to school to have a good home. So one thing you should know, have it at the back of your mind, that when you guys are communicating, we are not trying to see who can speak good English, who knows how to change situation to their favor, who is best to quickly say, it's not me, and all of that. Are you ready to say, okay, yes, I messed up, I am sorry? Are you ready to say, okay, you did this and this is what you did that got me angry? Can you communicating right? That is the point. Another thing that is going to help you when you are not attracted to your partner anymore is when you're talking and the other person is asking questions. Can you try and subside your anger? Can you try and subside whatever feelings that you're feeling and try to respond? Because it is with your response the person is going to know where you both are leading to. So when they ask you things, I'm like, what do you think? Be like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you want? I really don't know. What do you need? I don't know. You are an adult and you cannot be saying, I don't know. When one person knows and you do not know, that means it's the only person riding this boat and you both are going to capsize. So you need to know, he needs to know. When you are asking questions, he needs to be able to give you response. When he is asking you to, really, what do you want? No matter how heavy it is, you should be able to say whatever. Are you the type that you don't even know how to say some things? I know some women that cannot tell their husband that they are horny. It is that terrible. Then, what kind of a relationship is that? That means you can't even share depth discussion. There's a limit to what you discuss. Maybe the kids, their school fees, that is not what makes a home. Remember, before the arrival of the kids, it was just both of you. So you need to have that at the back of your head, that whenever you're having issues, whenever things like this arise, you need to communicate. Don't leave it just to the other person. So communicate properly. And I feel another thing you need to look at when things like this, when you don't get attracted to your partner again, or your partner is not attracted to you anymore, is you guys need to be intentional about one another. Let me ask you, when was the last time you guys went on a date? There's no money, Abi. The country is hard, Abi. You don't need to break the bank. If you enjoy one another, if you enjoy your communication, if you enjoy your relationship, you don't even have to break the bank to have a quiet time, aside from the brouhaha of the country, aside from the kids, aside from everything going wrong in the world. When have you guys both sat down and said, okay, let's discuss, how are you? How is it? How have you been doing? What is wrong with you? What is that thing you want? When there is no way you're going to have such private time with one another and things will not go in place. Things will definitely be in place because you are not slacking. Even if you don't have time every day because of his work, because of your own work, you don't have time every day to keep up with one another. When you set out or intentionally set out time to say, okay, this day is for my wife, this day is for my husband, I'm taking my husband out, we want to go and do this, we want to go and do that, nothing can break that union. Even when you're slacking, even when something is happening, your husband will freely tell you, babes, I think this thing is wrong. And you'll see reasons. Oh, I think you shouldn't do this again. I think when you do this, it makes me feel some certain type of way. I think when you dress like this, I really do not appreciate it. I don't love you less, but when I see that, I'm really not happy. I know some women too, naturally, that once they're at home like this, is rapper from morning and night. I don't have a problem with rapper. I tie rapper in my home. I'm not the people that say, I do not tie rapper. Oh, please, I tie rapper. But the point is, it's that your uniform, your August meeting clothes. Every day of your life, you wake up, you put dusting powder, you look like a masquerade, you look scary. Your husband is coming home after a long day, mind you. When these men go out, every day of their life, they see things. The same thing applies to you, that you're in the corporate world and you go to your office every day of your life and you come back, everything is not appealing to you. Maybe your husband owns his own company or his own business. You need to do more. You need to be intentional. Are you trying? You can't just say I'm married and you just relax. No. When you are married, the work continues because this person has agreed to be eating this rice every day of his life. So now it's your job as the man, as the woman, to try and garnish this rice that you've chosen to eat for the rest of your entire life. So please, do the needful. Be intentional about one another. Now the thing is this, there's so many things that come about changes in the human body. You know, sometimes they believe that when a man is married, because now he has a wife that can cook him delicious meal, he begins to be, he's fresh, he's chubby, he's all of that. Now, the thing is, no one says you shouldn't be chubby. No one says you shouldn't be beautiful. But when you know, and that is if only you're communicating right with your partner, and you know that my wife doesn't like this certain thing about me, you will be intentional about it. You will want to do something because you know, once your wife says, you look this, you're this, you know you feel good. Same thing as the woman. You go through the childbearing, body changing and all of that. It is beautiful because you have your end products and they are your kids. There's nothing anyone can do about it. But this is the thing. Now in your new body, how healthy are you? Are you truly healthy? You might be big now. Are you healthy? You might be big now. Are you proud? Are you comfortable with what you look like? Is your man enjoying what you are right now? You guys need to communicate. And it's not only about the physical, like I was saying. What do you both bring to the table? Are you guys communicating? Are you thinking, what is that thing that drives both of you? Not just say, oh, it's physical. If it's not physical, then it's nothing. That is not enough reason to leave your home. That is not enough reason to tell me I'm not attracted to my partner again. So you both need to be intentional about one another. Be careful what you do. Be mindful of the next person. Because when you know that my husband likes this thing, or when I say these things, it throws my husband off balance. When I do this thing, my wife doesn't like it. When you are intentional, now that means you will not be selfish. You are going to my Yoruba people say, so when you're thinking for this person, you're intentional, it's natural. You just definitely do what will make your man happy. When he's also thinking for you, there's some things he will not do because he will know, my wife doesn't like things like this. So that is how you guys are going to stay attracted to each other all the time. It's not going to be easy. I'm seated here. I just highlighted everything. But no, it's hard work because marriage is hard work. You're not just going to sit down and relax and feel happily ever after means sit down. No, you have to work for your happily ever after. And you're working for your happily ever after. I've stated them out. You need to communicate properly. You need to talk to your partner. You need to communicate properly. Are you listening when he's talking? Is he listening when you're talking? So those are the things. Are you only attracted to your partner because of physical attributes? No, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be way beyond the physical attributes. What are you doing to make the marriage better? What are you doing to make yourself better? What are you doing? Are you intentional about one another? When last did you buy your husband a gift, auntie? When last? Just say it. Open your mouth. Are you proud of yourself like that? When last did you do that? So these are the things. You doesn't have to. You don't even have to break the bank. That is my ideology. You don't have to break the bank to do so many things. I can go out and buy you fruits, and when you appreciate it, I'm just fine. So you don't have to say you want to do like your celebrities do. No, you shouldn't have to even do that. You don't have to strive to do something that you cannot maintain or you cannot keep up. Just do something and be proud of yourself, and let your man, let your woman be proud of you. So before I end today's episode, I'm going to leave you with this thing that if you're attracted to the right thing in your partner, it's going to be very difficult for you to call it quits. So on that note, I'm going to end today's episode. I enjoyed myself while talking to you. I hope you did. I hope you gained one or two things with my small shaky brain. I hope you enjoyed yourself. So until next time when I meet you again, and I'll be talking to you about love language. Really, what is love language? Do you know love language? Do you know your partner's love language? Does your partner know your own love language? Let's wait till another beautiful episode. So I'm done with this episode, and thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for coming with me. I appreciate you. I love you. Do not forget, if you need anything to be delivered in Lagos, L&B Logistics is the right plug. Thank you so much for your love. I can feel it. I can feel it. Thank you so much. God bless you. So I love you. I remain your beautiful host, JUMOKE SALAMI Adufe Omolowo Mogumaja Majameji Were Ara Ade Ajagbon Giyopo Ara Alambe Omo Asire Welua Omo Nubigi Ogbemi Lo Omo Panti Lo Se Nlaja Odagiduro Morogo Omo Shakiti Weh. Thank you so much, guys. I love you.
For sponsorship and ad placement, please send an email to monskimediaconcept@gmail.com.